What's up, everybody, and welcome to Nerd Squadron. Today we are talking about a lightsaber that I've wanted in my collection ever since I first saw it on Skeleton Crew. So today, everybody, we are talking about Jod and Nawood. What is up, everybody? My name is Chris. I am captain of the Nerd Squadron. Today we are talking about lightsabers, and not just anyone's lightsaber. We are talking about Jod and Nawood's lightsaber from Skeleton Crew. Now, personally, I actually really enjoyed Skeleton Crew. I thought it was a lot of fun. Honestly, just like everyone has been saying, it's Star Wars and Goonies mashed together, and that's exactly what you're getting out of Skeleton Crew. I really believe that Skeleton Crew gave us some form of small foreshadowing of what we get in the sequels. When Lando goes out to find the Rebel Alliance to come help defeat the First Order, I think it gave us a small glimpse of how any regular, ordinary people would be up to the challenge to defeat evil. And I really believe it started off with these kids who just start off as kids who listen to their parents and go on this journey. And now when they arrive back home, they are up for the challenge to go against evil. I really believe that the change of these kids from the beginning of the show to the end really shows us what these people within the Star Wars universe are capable of when they come together. Now, a big thank you to Vaderssabers for sending me over this lightsaber to check out and review for you. Now, I do have a discount code available for you, so I will leave a link for this lightsaber as well as my discount code in case you guys want to check that out. Now, I went ahead and already opened the box just to pull out the lightsaber, but I do want to go over with the contents of what I got in my box. Now, I did choose not to get a blade because I already have a ton of blades, so that is an option on Vaderssabers website. So first, in the box, you are going to be getting the product manual. Very important you read the product manual for you to understand how to really use your lightsaber. Honestly, I go time and time where I don't play with my SNV4 lightsabers, and I just completely forgot, so sometimes I do need a reminder. You are also going to be getting an acrylic stand as well. This acrylic stand is going to be useful, especially if you're trying to display your lightsaber. Now, I already have a bunch of stands, and this is going to be up vertically, but it doesn't hurt to have any extra stands. Also in the box, you will be getting your toolkit, which is right in here. Your toolkit right here, you're going to need. It's going to have your retention screws as well as a charger for your lightsaber, and you're also going to get the hex wrench or hex key or Allen wrench, whatever you guys want to call it. It's going to be in this bag as well, so that is for you. Go ahead and keep that. Now, just like every other saber, you're not going to get the little brick to charge it, so I'm sure a bunch of us have those already, but you will receive the cable. Now, I did receive this straight from Vaderssabers, and they did nicely wrap the saber in tissue with their sticker and logo Vaderssabers on there. And you can kind of tell right in here, I was kind of scared to open it because I really wanted to preserve this. They did a great job in wrapping it, and so I really wanted to keep that. Oh, I didn't even notice this. I also got a sticker as well. So if you do, I hope you guys get stickers as well. But yes, I got a sticker with that. This is going to go in my collection of stickers, all my content creators, as well as all the companies that I personally really enjoy. Let me go and take all this aside real quick just so I can go over the lightsaber itself. This is Jod and Nawood's lightsaber from Skeleton Crew, or the Swashbuckler SE from Vaderssabers. SE really just means this is the more budget-friendlier version of it, and honestly, that actually really gets me hyped because this is actually a great-looking lightsaber, but it's an SE. So basically, again, it is a more budget-friendlier version, which means we are going to get a much better version later down the road. And honestly, I'm hyped for that because I am definitely gonna have to pick one of these up. Currently, right now, the SNV4 version, which is what this is available at Vaderssabers.com for $319. But again, I do have a discount code for that. And with the SNV4, honestly, I think it's going to be the best option for you if you're new to lightsabers. This does have a single switch button, which will be located right in here. You can also see there are the pixels there. This is where your blade is going to go. And then in the bottom, we do have a pommel cap and the cover tech wheel here. This is kind of important for you guys to know. There is something interesting. I thought this was going to be a more hidden vented pommel, but it actually kind of eliminates some of the sound from the saber, but we'll go over that here in a second. To get to the chassis, all we're going to want to do is go ahead and unscrew the pommel there, and you're going to see the chassis is located right there. And it's an SE, but it does have a removable chassis, and there you can see the SNV4 board located right there and the micro SD card. SNV4 is great because you can change the fonts And honestly, the fact that you can change fonts on here is awesome. It's very, very easy to do. A little time consuming if you don't know how to do it, or if it's your first time, but it is pretty easy to do. Now you will see there are some pins located right in there. That is what's going to make connection with the inside of the saber. So it does only go one way. Here we do have a rechargeable 18650 lithium ion battery, and then we have the USB-C recharge port right there. So you don't have to remove the battery, just simply just charge it there. So that just makes it super beneficial and very, very easy. All you're gonna do is pop it out, charge it right away. Doesn't take long. Let's go ahead and throw this into the saber real quick. Let's make sure we go in the right way. I kind of find it easier to take the board that's right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and line up with this button and just go ahead and push that straight through. You don't want to twist it when you go in, just go ahead and go straight in, and then nice little push. And you'll hear it click right in. And then go ahead, put that pommel right back on. And then you're gonna power the saber.
Power on.
Now I've already added Jod and Nawood's font on here from Kyberphonic, Mad Captain. I've already put that on here. If you guys don't know how to purchase a font from Kyberphonic, I do have a video in my shorts. I will leave a link to that as well so you guys can understand how to buy one in case you don't know. It's come to my understanding that a lot of people still don't understand how to do it, so I made that video in case you need to know what that is, so I'll leave that up there for you as well. So we're going to press the button once, and that is going to ignite the saber. And it does have smooth swing. Smooth swing. We do have blaster deflex. And then also we do have blade lockup. So all you want to do is hold it and then let go. And there you have blade lockup. Probably can see the pickles in there reacting as well, and sound coming from the pommel as well. It does have gestures control too. Gesture control is really nice. I do it all the time, and I don't know if it's just a gimmick, but to me personally, I really enjoy doing twist on, twist on. Now I did mention the pommel does eliminate some of the sound from the saber, so that is removable. All you need to do is really just twist it off just like that. And actually, before I do that, I want to show you guys a difference. Here it is without it. And then I'll go ahead and remove it one quick second so you could hear the difference between that and this. Big difference. So for me personally, I'll probably just leave the pommel off of it just so it just sounds a lot better, but in my opinion, it just sounds better. I do want to go over the buttons. There is a count system when it comes to trying to change the font, the blade style, the pre-on effects, as well as the volume controls. There are some differences between this and let's say maybe a Xenopixel lightsaber. Usually Xenopixel have a beeping sound. This one does not at all, has to just count. So you just count to yourself or count out loud. I noticed with the SNV4 that once you press it, don't start the count. Start the count after you've already pressed it for it to actually work correctly. So if you go ahead and click one, mute. We're now in mute. So we're gonna go a little bit louder. So we're gonna go click one,
volume high.
Volume high. I noticed with the saber, the volume high, the actual sound of the lightsaber doesn't sound so great. It kind of crackles a lot. So I like to keep it on low. So we're going click one.
Volume low.
Awesome. So just like that. Still works exactly the same. Now, if you wanted to change the blade styles, change the blade pre-on, or change the next font, it's going to be another process. So let's do that now. So what you're going to want to do here is you go ahead and click 1, 2.
Cross ignition.
Cross ignition. So you're going to have a different pre-on with the actual lightsaber itself. And then we're going to do another one here. So let's go ahead and go click 1, 2, 3.
Wave blade.
Wave blade. So that's going to be a whole different blade style from what we had previously. And if you want to go on to the next font, what you want to do is click 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am Nawood.
Just like that. That's how I do it. That's how I think of it. I used to do this thing where I used to click and immediately start counting, and it just wasn't correct. So I noticed if you click, then start that count, it's a lot more accurate and it just functions just a lot better. One quick tip, if you are trying to get back to the last font that you were on, so let's go ahead and move it to the next one. So we're going to do click 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at an Anakin font. You can see it is a much different font. And now, if you want to go back to Jod, the easiest thing is just to click and hold for a second and quickly twist the saber as if you're doing a gesture control. So you're going to just click, twist, and it goes back to the last font. I like that. It makes it a lot easier just because when you're going to go to the next font, it does take longer because you have that process of waiting those 4 seconds compared to wanting to go back once. It's a simple click and twist. All right, so very quickly, I do want to go over the app. I've done this in multiple videos in the past, but I don't want to skip out on this one. I want to show you how this works and how it benefits you if you use the app. I don't think it's the most useful thing if you're out and about using it, especially if you're at a con. But if you're at home, it is very useful, especially if you want to make some of those subtle changes. So in the app, it does show saber controls, sound font, data, the blade effects, and the setup. So for now, what we're going to do, it's already connected. We're going to go to saber control, and you can just turn it on from there, utilize the blasters, the lockup, even the force quotes that I've already put on there.
I invoke my right to challenge the captain. That's for the code.
Just like that. If you have music, this is where the music will start. I don't think I have music on there. No, I don't. Stab, drag. So that is all available for you on the app. You can even go down to changing the blade colors. So if you already put the font on there, it's just not the correct blade color. This is where you'll make those changes. And then you can even go next to the next font, turn it on, and now we have Anakin. So for instance, that's not the correct color for Anakin. So what we can do is go ahead and change the blade color. There, right there to blue. And then there are different blade effects. So this one's kind of crazy. I don't like this one at all. So I'm gonna block that for a second. This one has a pulse fade. So that one there, it just essentially just pulses. And then rainbow blade. So there are a bunch of different versions that you can do. But if you want the most canon blade style to a character within the Star Wars universe, I have that solution for you. Go ahead and go to blade style 3, I believe.
Fire blade, flash blade, crack blade, custom blade 2, custom.
This one, custom blade 3. This is the audio flicker effect. This is something you get on a profi lightsaber. So beneficial for you, especially if you're a profi guy or if you're depending or deciding if you want to do profi. This is a good option for you, especially if you're getting new into lightsabers. This is the most accurate blade style that SNV4 actually has for you. Honestly, I recommend it. All by character specific lightsabers for SNV4 have that blade style just because, I mean, it's more accurate. This is going to cover my review of the Swashbuckler SE from Vaderssabers. Once again, it is available on their website. For it being an SE, it is beautifully done. I cannot imagine what the higher end version is going to look like once TXQ releases that, but I will definitely be getting that. I think this lightsaber probably could have benefited from some weathering. For me, it's tough because in the show, it looked so shiny and clean, but there are some shots that these lines here are more pronounced, and I think it definitely could have benefited from that. It is a beautiful saber. This is something I kind of imagined we would have got in the Acolyte, and yeah, we didn't get that. Alright, if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel as this helps this channel grow. On this channel, I am going to continue to just review more lightsabers, helmets, and Micro Galaxy Squadron ships. It's a lot of fun reviewing all these, and honestly, it just helps my collection grow even more and more, and I'm having so much fun with it, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this journey with me. So with that being said, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and may the Force be with you.